The vast wilderness of the Southwest is one of the most beautiful and peaceful locales on the planet. Little wonder that it has also become a destination for adolescents and young adults suffering with mental, emotional, or behavioral issues or substance abuse. They come here for what's known as wilderness therapy.
Wilderness therapy comes down to two things. It comes down to the wilderness experience and the relationships. So having the experience to sleep on the ground, to live under the stars, especially in this fast-paced culture, is an incredible experience. And then the relationships that are built in that setting, working together, being challenged together, are so powerful.
Our students tend to be bright, but anxious and depressed. They often have substance abuse problems, they're struggling in school, they might have learning disabilities, things like ADHD. In the case of our young adults, they're really failing to launch the way that their peers are. So they're not setting goals appropriately and moving forward, succeeding in college or getting jobs.
Before I came here, things were difficult. I mean, my family's always been really close, but I had lied to them so much. You know, I had abused so many privileges. I was doing drugs and skipping school that we really needed to have a change because things just couldn't stay the way they were. We just didn't have the same relationship anymore.
I have a son, a young adult, who was away at college and was starting to have some self-esteem problems, exhibited some very risky behaviors, and we noticed that he was spiraling down very, very quickly. He was really in despair, and we knew that we needed to do something and intervene.
Wilderness therapists say that when people go into nature, they touch a deeper part of themselves, a part that has been hidden by the distractions and hectic pace of daily life. Combining sophisticated clinical therapy with the outdoors provides students an accurate assessment of their issues and offers them resources to make positive change in their lives.
Change happens in the wilderness setting through utilizing natural consequences and creating the group need for cohesion and cooperation. Through rediscovering the innate rhythms of nature and being free of the distractions like technology, our students can actually reconnect with themselves and then reflect upon their lives. Allowing our students to come to the very edge of their comfort zone and then feel supported and cared for, they can actually be pushed to feeling their true emotions and then explore their deeper issues in family relationships.
I've learned definitely to stay positive and that it's really important to focus on yourself. A lot of the times at home people don't really do that, and we have a lot of work to do for ourselves, and you know, just sitting with those emotions and working with them is really important. And also to stay in the moment, you know, stay present.
My emotions really used to just flare up and confuse me, and now they've really been something that I might not welcome, but something that I can deal with and have a lot of more confidence when it surrounding my emotional health in general.
Dr. Nicola Kettle is Wellness Director at Open Sky Wilderness Therapy in Durango, Colorado. She says one of the reasons parents choose the Open Sky program is because of its holistic approach.
Open Sky is holistic in a variety of ways. We have a holistic treatment team that includes a therapist, but also naturopathic physicians, psychiatrists, home providers. We also have a comprehensive treatment approach in that we're including mindfulness, nutrition, wellness education, exercise, that sort of thing, to really address the whole person.
At Open Sky, the client is not just the student, but the whole family.
Families involved at every step of the journey. At Open Sky, we take a family systems approach and we understand that there's a causal relationship between what's going on in the family and the child's behaviors. Through the wellness weekend, weekly support calls, and other therapeutic activities, parents actually learn a skill set that parallels a child's experience. Most parents are so stressed out that actually getting them to value and execute self-care is a critical step in the journey of healing the family.
I was very surprised with my experience at Open Sky as I became more aware of the commitment of the staff to the mission of helping troubled teens.
Open Sky has given us hope that there's an alternative out there beyond what would seem. They've given us a support network through parents' calls, the wellness weekend, and they've given us skills to help us deal with our own stresses and fears, which will help us support our child better.
By teaching students and their families how to take better care of themselves, The Open Sky staff believes they are touching on the underlying cause of the behaviors and imbalances and offering realistic tools to help manage them.
Wellness is incorporated throughout every aspect of our program at Open Sky. Our students are exposed to naturopathic medicine and wellness education out in the field. Our parents are encouraged to look at their own wellness practices so that they can be stronger in order to serve their families better. And as staff, we're encouraged to take care of ourselves to prevent burnout and just really, enjoy the work that we're doing for longer.
Typical gains for an Open Sky student can be seen in their body language. So they come back to life. The light comes back into their eyes, their color comes back into their face. They become more engaged, so their body language moves from being more closed to open, connecting with people. They become more engaged with their relationships and with life.
Often, when outpatient therapy, medications, interventions, and other options have been exhausted, Open Sky's holistic approach and clinically sophisticated treatment process enables the staff to deliver exceptional care, and the outcomes have been significant and sustained over time.
At Open Sky, we've done really rigorous research using empirically validated measurements and a really rigorous research design. That research shows us that our students and families are getting better while they're with us. Our students are experiencing significant reductions in mental health symptomatology and an increase in the skills to deal with sobriety, to maintain abstinence from drugs and other addictive behaviors, and that they're maintaining those gains for up to 2 years following treatment.
Open Sky's holistic treatment team draws its therapeutic interventions from proven methods and ongoing outcome research. In addition to a balanced whole foods-based diet, the students have access to vitamins, amino acids, herbs, and other natural interventions to help restore balance to their bodies. They also incorporate a daily practice of yoga and meditation.
Yoga and meditation are incorporated into the Open Sky program because these activities promote self-awareness, self-regulation, self-soothing, and ultimately communication. When we actually know what's going on for ourselves, body, heart, mind, and soul, we have the ability to choose what we're going to do or say, respond and behave versus reacting in the situation.
I've really learned that this experience is what you make it, and you can have a lot of fun with the rest of the people here, but also you can learn so much about yourself. And I already feel like so much of a better person than I was before I got here.
My son came to Open Sky a little boy and he left a man. He's a leader, he is empowered, he is preparing for a life of independence, and we are incredibly proud of him. We have our old Matt back. It's wonderful.
For the kids and young adults who have fallen through the cracks or have not responded to or failed other treatments, time in the wilderness may be the light that is needed to guide them out of the dark and back onto the path of their life's journey. To learn more, contact Open Sky Wilderness Therapy today or visit openskywilderness.com.